Now lean close to me, my darling. I'm talking straight to the areas of your heart that you've kept concealed from the world. I am discovering the reasons behind the doors closing, the things being taken away, and the people who you believed would be in your life, forever leaving. It wasn't done to discipline you. You weren't supposed to feel empty after it. It was done to get you ready for something far better than what you were prepared to accept. I'm not going to start you afresh. I am constructing you on unshakable foundations. I saw how you made an effort to fit into areas that were too cramped for your personality. To get acceptance, you changed the way you spoke, concealed your emotions, and lowered your brightness. Your inner self slowly deteriorated as you put on a front of strength. However, I could not let the true you, the one I created in my own hands, remain hidden behind layers of people-pleasing, fear and expectations that were never mine. Even when you couldn't feel them, I set my angels to watch over you. They prayed alongside your bed while you sobbed into the night, but you weren't sure whether your prayers reached me. They protected you from conflicts you were unaware were imminent, and certainly they were under my commands, to guide you out of the illusory security you had created, which is why they also caused an uneasiness in your soul that you were unable to understand. I know it felt difficult to dismantle. You sensed that connections were eroding, plans were falling apart, and the earth was changing under your feet. You believed that you were losing everything, but really I was relieving you of the burden that would never be able to support you in the future. I can't bless a version of you that didn't exist. My darling, I can't put my destiny into a vessel that isn't acting like it is. Before the world attempted to mold you, I knew that you had a core that was pure, courageous, and fearless to stand for what is right. And I had to dismantle the buildings made of rejection, fear, and previous traumas in order for the true you to emerge. They liked what you could do for them, but not who you are, which is why certain connections had to terminate, because people praised your appearance but disregarded your soul. Certain chances failed. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. With your super thanksgiving, let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the super thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace now, and listen to this message further. When I have called you to dwell in the light, I will not bestow my favor on a shadow. I won't allow you to hold on to identities that keep you apart from who I intended you to be. Therefore, I guided you through seasons when you felt vulnerable and exposed as the fake coverings came off one by one. Listen to me, however. What seemed like being stripped naked was really the healing power of my touch. I am launching you into a future that demands bravery, integrity, and completeness. Someone who hides behind what is safe cannot carry what I'm putting you into. It requires sincerity. It requires you to be precisely who I created you to be, even when others don't get it, or when it goes against what they think you should be. Child, I've been getting you ready for this. Every conflict, every shut door, and every tear was a part of something bigger. You will now start to experience the liberation that comes with life without burdens. You will understand that I will never ask you to be smaller than you are. You will always remain the person I created you to be in my tasks. Yes, difficulties will still arise. I won't keep this from you. Sometimes, even those you trust won't comprehend that direction. I'm taking you because the real you will no longer be comfortable. For them, some may go because it was simpler for them to manage. That version of you, some people may attempt to get you to return to your former habits. However, my angels are already in place to protect you from the pitfalls of your history. When I lock a door, don't be scared. I'm protecting you, not stealing. In the days ahead, certain relationships will be put to the test. You will discover who supports you and who will only put up with you if you meet their standards. But pay close attention, this won't shatter you. It will make you more refined. You will stand in halls where your voice will bear the weight of heaven because you have decided not to conceal it longer. You will sense my courage building inside you as you enter areas that formerly made you feel afraid. Through you my spirit will speak, and the truth you bear will cause others to drop their bonds. The adversary will mutter, "This is too much at certain points. You should return to your former self." But keep in mind that your former self was not free. It was a shell, a well-crafted persona created for survival rather than fate. And, dear, you are not meant for survival. It's victory those who will recognize your light and not be intimidated by it are the reinforcements I am sending. Instead of asking you to conceal your greatest qualities, my angels are arranging heavenly relationships that will bring out the best in you. Mutual respect, not coercion, will be the foundation of these partnerships. They will support you as you continue to explore the depths of your vocation. And keep this in mind when you're feeling down because of the people who couldn't stay. I only take away what you can't carry with you. To the places I'm taking you, I have long-term, not short-term plans for you. I am carefully molding your future. Even the losses are beneficial to you. Grief for the life you thought you desired may still be there in some form. It's okay, kid. When I was on this planet, I even cried for what had been lost. But the happiness that will follow will surpass the sadness. You won't have to compromise your truth in order to enter the doors I'm opening. Right now, counterfeiters, opportunities that resemble me but lack my spirit, individuals who sound right but have hearts that are not in line with mine, are what the adversary will use. to divert your attention. I am honing your judgment because of this. When anything is not from me, you will have a holy uneasiness, and you have to believe it. You will be protected from re-entering false security by the same angels who led you out of it. I am stepping into my true identity, and I will not return to the false roles that once defined me. Child, I want you to say this with trust in your heart. I will not allow your voice to be stolen by the enemy. Once again, I'm not going to let fear confine you. I have put my stamp on you, and you are mine. Not rejection, betrayal, or the burden of the unknown will extinguish the spark I have lit inside you. You have previously asked yourself, Lord, why does it seem like I'm losing so much? If you are for me, but now you'll start to notice you weren't losing. In order to produce more fruit, you were being trimmed, and soon people will be attracted to the shade you provide, because the branches of your life will be so thick with my goodness. The past will no longer control your present. As you begin a new phase, you're losing the labels that others have given you, such as too much, not enough, damaged, and undeserving. And I am naming you chosen, beloved, free and anointed in their stead. One day you'll look back and see that every tear irrigated the land for the crop you're going to reap, and it will be evident that the thin soil of false identity could never have supported the growth of what I have for you. It needed depth, it was a capitulation. You've given me both too, and suddenly you find yourself standing on the brink of the very location I have been directing you to. The whole time, you can sense the change in the atmosphere, the calm assurance in your soul, and the way your feet are more steady now. Not because the road is any simpler, but because you have grown stronger. What used to make you uneasy now simply makes you more determined. What would have caused you to back down now inspires the bravery you were unaware you had. My dear, this is the result of the refinement. This proves that whatever you went through was in vain. The area that I have cleared is being filled, not left vacant. Divine alignments, people who will not only value you, but also defend it, are coming into your life because of me. Some will accompany you because they sense the light I have put inside you, not because of what you can do for them. My angels have already planned these meetings, creating connections you could never create on your own. They'll appear as answers to prayers you've asked for a long time, prayers you may have forgotten, but I didn't. I'm putting you in roles that are more significant than your own growth. These tasks will open doors for others, as well as for you. The work I have given you will have an impact on people you may never meet. This is the reason I was unable to give it to you earlier. You had to develop the understanding that what I offer is never intended to be hoarded, but rather stewarded. You are embarking on a mission with lasting meaning, rather than a life that merely serves you. Even in this new season, You will sometimes feel the tug of your old worries. The adversary will try to mutter, "What if this is also taken away?" What happens if it ends, however? You must use the truth to quiet that voice. What I am doing now is permanent. I'm placing stones that won't be moved by storms. No one can close doors against you. Because I am sealing them, my own hand has strengthened the benefits I am giving, so they are not brittle. But you have to protect what I offer you. Not everyone who celebrates. You will be doing it with good intentions. There are others who will grin with ulterior motives. For this reason I shall continue to hone your judgment. When someone's words seem correct, but their heart is not in line with mine, my spirit will let you know. Have faith in your inner guidance. It is for your safety. You must tread wisely. But my angels will guard the boundaries of your life, keeping out anything that might try to pull you off course. Be aware that I am not guaranteeing a life free of difficulties. Despite your calling, you will encounter opposition. The opposing and the seeking are constantly drawn to light. Your brightness will attract others who are desperate for hope. Others will arrive because they want to lessen or regulate it. When this occurs, don't be shocked, since it indicates that the items you are carrying are precious. You won't have to fight every battle, my kid. I'll take some away from you before they get to you. However, there will be times when I urge you to stand, not in effort, but in unwavering faith. I have trained your heart for this reason. I have strengthened your roots. For this reason, you won't be swayed when the winds blow, and they will. When you feel forgotten, you will recall the times I held you. You'll recall the evenings when you opened up to me, and I reassured you that I was still here. And you will know that the same God who has supported you in the past is also the one who is supporting you today, intentionally timed and divinely positioned. New partnerships will emerge in the future. Some will serve as mentors, assigned to assist you in handling the responsibility I am placing on you. Others will be your friends and safe havens, where you can be who you really are, without worrying about criticism or treachery. Indeed, there will be those who attempt to push you into old habits and test your limits. By then, however, you will have discovered that refusing things that make you less than who you are is not selfish. Rather, it is stewardship of the gift that I have given you. I'm giving you the self-assurance to enter spaces without flinching to fit in. You won't change who you are to be less than who I created you to be. The world needs your whole self, not a toned-down, more palatable version. You are becoming bolder, not in the sense of shouting to get attention, but in the sense of speaking with calm authority and recognizing where it comes from. And I am the source. Now everything you do is being directed. You will see times when the timing is so ideal and the connection so smooth that you will unquestionably realize only God could have done this. You will witness prayers being answered in ways that go beyond anything you could have imagined. You will see the steady, continuous streams of my sustenance, rather than its sporadic outpouring. And keep this in mind. When you start to doubt your value, I choose you despite your shortcomings, fears, and failures. You earned your blessing, therefore. I'm not giving it to you, because I have called you for this moment. And because I love you, I am blessing you, because they can see the totality of what is coming. Even when you cannot, my angels are happy to witness your narrative come to life. Yes, there will be times when it seems like a lot of weight is on your hands because of what I put in them. You could say, Lord, I am not enough for this, when you see the responsibilities. But listen to me. You were never intended to be sufficient on your own. Your sufficiency is me. You will need the power that comes from my Spirit inside you. When you rely on me, you will find that my power is operating through you, enabling you to carry far more than you previously believed. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $11. Super thanks are your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Voices from your past will attempt to reconnect with you. Some will sound nostalgic, while others will sound guilty. They will make you think about the old you and make you wonder whether the new you is really better. But keep in mind, child, after I have taken you to the outskirts of the promised land, you are not summoned back to Egypt. It was not your home, but the wilderness where you were refined. If you believe this, type it in the comments. I will not return to the places from which God has delivered me. My presence is around you like a hedge. The same angels that formerly kept you safe in the dark are now advancing in front of you. They will fight wars you never even knew existed and remove barriers you cannot see. My favor will provide opportunities that could not have been achieved via networking, hard effort, or planning. When the doors open, you will enter with calm rather than fear. This is not the time for desperate proofing. Now is the time to walk faithfully. The fruits of your life, not the noise you create, are the true test of your identity, and the fruit will do the talking. You have waited diligently, albeit not always with patience, and I respect that. When I urged you to lay down your dreams, you did so without knowing whether they would ever come back. And now you'll realize that what I return to you is more than just what you lost. It's deeper, richer, more lasting, and greater. Every stripping season has led you to this point, the moment when you may stand in the middle of my well, completely yourself, without fear of the consequences or shame of the truth. At this point, your life will transition from struggling to flowing, from continuously reconstructing to building steadily. You will taste and witness my kindness in ways that will leave no space for doubt. Throughout this season, as you go, you'll realize that your viewpoint has changed. You will now see preparedness where you previously saw delay. You will now observe pruning where you formerly witnessed loss. After years of disparate parts, the previously incomprehensible pieces will start to fit together. Like a picture, you will see that I was never denying you wonderful things. Rather, I was shielding you from things that would have robbed you of the best I had in store for you. My hand is sluggish, but don't hate it. What's built in seldom lasts. I don't start something I don't plan to complete, because I am a God of completion. You have gone through times when you wondered if I had forgotten you, yet now you find yourself standing on the precipice of what I promised. And I haven't come this far to leave you now, kid. Every pivotal moment in your path is where my angels are stationed. When dread seeks to grip them, they will murmur reminders of my word. When distractions threaten to divert you from your mission, they will uplift your soul. They are more than simply guardians. They are messengers, bringing peace from my heart to yours, and tactics to guide you in the days to come. You will encounter possibilities that seem enticing, but have the incorrect attitude, and you will need to say no more often than yes. In some of the situations you are going to enter, you will come across individuals who seem to be a good fit for your path, yet their presence will suddenly deplete your energy. I am giving you better vision, so that you may see beyond appearances and see the reality. You will always get guidance from my spirit, and you won't be misled if you believe the quiet little voice inside of you. I am granting you power in the spirit world. In addition to favor in the sight of others, the power to calm storms with words, the power to disrupt fearful tendencies. You have the power to proclaim my promises and see them blossom in the lives of others around you. This is a holy cloak, not a light one. It also entails the need to protect your influence, your words, and your emotions. You'll discover that some people are attracted to you because of what they believe. They can take from you not because of who you are in me. Don't let flattery influence your decisions. Examine each spirit. Compare all the connections to my truth, and move fast when I instruct you to back off. In certain situations, it might cost you more than you think to delay obeying. I am aware that there were times when you questioned why I permitted certain betrayals and why I let some individuals to disclose their actual motivations in order to prevent you from carrying them into the next chapter. I let you see them for what they really were. My child, I let the mask down so you wouldn't suffer more serious injuries later. The security it provided you would last forever, but the sorrow of realizing their true nature was just momentary. I shall unlock doors that have been locked for years in the days to come. Hear me out, though these doors are not for show. They serve a purpose. They serve as entry points to tasks that will demand your whole attention and heart. These opportunities won't be something you have to work for, because they were woven into your tale before you were even born. They will find you. They will bear the mark of my peace, so you will know when they arrive. This seasoned peace is your compass, not the lack of difficulties, but the profound, unwavering conviction that you are in the right place, even when everything around you is in disarray. It will seem like a shroud covering you. Your spirit will receive that. Peace is a sign that says, "This is of me." Similarly, you must pay attention. When there is no peace, it is not worth straying from my will, not even for the most dazzling chances. There will be times when the adversary attempts to revive old fears. He will try to persuade you that someone else could do it more effectively, that you are unfit and that you are not qualified. But believe me, I put you here on purpose. All of your abilities, talents, and knowledge were formed for this moment. Don't undervalue what I've given you, since their mission is not yours. Do not compare your trip to someone else's. I am putting my people in key locations, both apparent and hidden as the world changes. Others of your efforts will be visible and appreciated. Others will happen silently behind the scenes, but have just as much weight in heaven. Since my reward is not dependent on human adulation, you must be satisfied with both. Every time you choose trust over fear, every time you plant a seed of love, every act of obedience is documented by my angels. This season will include periods of rapid acceleration, when connections appear out of nowhere and doors open swiftly. After that, there will be times when nothing seems to be moving. Both are essential. The calm will firmly ground you and me, while the acceleration will propel you forth. Also, don't resist. Both the whisper and the wind are in me. Be mindful throughout this period. Consider carefully what you let influence your thinking. The adversary will attempt to divert your attention until you lay it down on your own, because he knows he cannot steal what I have given you. I implore you to remain anchored in my word. Because of this, say it out loud, say a lot of prayers. Let it serve as the filter that all thoughts go through. Additionally, keep in mind that your calling encompasses not just your destination, but also your personal development. I'm not only guiding you to your goal, I'm molding you into the kind of person who can remain there unmoved. The refining was so severe because of this. The lengthy delay was caused by this. It was always about preparation more than punishment. In chats, you'll see that your judgment improves. You'll be able to tell when a word is intended to harm and when it's meant to build. You can tell when a connection is meant to be a diversion and when it is divine and when you need to act. My angels will reaffirm these nudges, giving you a sense of urgency. When you need to relax, they will give you a sense of quiet certainty. I'm bringing back your happiness to joy that transcends the shifting tides, not the ephemeral pleasure that is dependent on external factors, happiness that blossoms despite uncertainty, joy that cannot be taken away by disappointment or bad news in ways you have never known before. This pleasure will be your power. It will become infectious as you spread this delight wherever I send you. After spending time with you, people will feel lighter not because of you, but because of the one who emanates from you. And I'll keep lifting you up as you boost others. I will abundantly return to you what you pour forth. In obedience, you will now walk in this rhythm. Receive, pour forth, and be replenished. It will remain stable, it will be long-lasting. You won't experience the burnout you always dreaded. Now, my dear, take a step forward with your heart rooted in me and your head held high. Nothing in your past contains more than what I have planned for you. So don't look back with desire. Don't worry that what I provide will go. It won't, since I have you in my very same grasp, and my gifts are safe. My angels will go before you, clearing the route, preparing the ground, and keeping an eye on your every move. They will encircle you throughout the day and protect you at night. They will remind you that you are never alone, and you will feel their presence when you need bravery. All of your tears have already been tallied and are in my possession. All of the time you believed was squandered has now been weaved into a testimony that will give many people hope. And in response to every loss you have experienced, there will be a restoration that not only replaces what was lost, but also doubles it in ways you could never have predicted. This is the time to become, not the time to be undone. Enter it as someone who has already been selected, loved, and protected. I have given freely, you don't have to earn it. All you have to do is accept it with gratitude and manage it wisely. Look up, Kate. The horizon is an invitation rather than a destination. The days ahead are for flourishing in the whole of who I created you to be, not for survival. The opportunity, the people, and the locations are all perfectly timed. You won't be late, you won't miss it. Additionally, what is already yours won't need to be forced. I am your friend, your shepherd, your protector, and your savior. I will never let go of your life, and I will walk with you through every season. Now put your trust in me. Everything I have spoken will happen. You'll notice it, you'll keep it. and you will be certain that this was the Lord's hand. Go, my darling, and enjoy the plenty I have set out for you, because I am always at your side and always for you. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.